Good morning, Hallowed Haven family. This is After Dawn, the show where we sit down to have a cup of coffee with the cast, crew, and creators behind Hallowed Haven Studios productions. I'm Bloodied Porcelain, and I'm joined by my co-host, Vironz.
Why, yes, hello. And today we have a special episode. Instead of our usual sit down, we are going to be talking about Hallowed Haven's upcoming flagship show, Hearts at the Harsh Static, a Fallout 2D20 game. And to talk about that today, we are joined by Solomon, the ST for the campaign. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. So, Saul, can you give us a brief synopsis of what exactly Harsh Static is?
So, Harsh Static is a short adventure for the Fallout 2D20 system that I wanted to create to sort of feel like an old, pulpy sci-fi radio show. Very theremin infused, very high emotions. Like you could just imagine if it was on a TV, like it would be a lot of people just mugging at the camera while there was a sting from an orchestra whenever something happened there. But I also wanted it to be very funny because while Fallout is a universe about a really dark setting, there's also a lot of humor to it. Some very slapstick, some also quite dark. And I wanted to sort of capture that as well.
Yeah.
Very nice.
One of the things I remember most about playing the video games was feeling like they had made it a point to bring that dichotomy into play, because the funnier things were, the darker the world seemed.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you could just be laughing at something for one moment, and then you just think about it for a second. You're like, oh shit, that's actually awful.
Right. Yeah.
So, tell us about Fallout. We know that it's a 2D20 game based on the Fallout series, but what should the viewers be expecting when they watch it?
The viewers should be expecting a lot of people trying to roll low, whereas most systems you really want to try to roll high. 2D20 is a system where people want to roll a number of D20s and try to roll as low as possible. So whenever you would hear someone say, I rolled a 20, that's not a good thing. That is the worst possible thing that could happen. But it's also very malleable with how it works. Like sometimes it might be that rolling even under a certain number could give a better success, or it could be that the complication range, the range where a critical failure happens, could actually be increased, not just from 20, but say if someone rolls a 17 or higher, something very bad could happen. It's very easy to work with, very quick to learn, and that's another reason I really enjoyed it, is because it's very simple. It's not something where suddenly there are actually so many rules hidden in so many different parts of the book. It's very straightforward and very front and center with what's going on.
That's interesting. As someone who has played with at least one of your players before, who has a consistently terrible luck with dice rolls, maybe things will work out better for her this time.
Hopefully. We'll see.
So speaking of your players, what can you tell us about your cast?
So the cast is made up of 4 players. We have the wonderful Legacy, who is a staple here at Hallowed Haven Studios. We have Termite, who has been coming a lot more into the spotlight, especially after being on Wayfarer. Both of them have really good chemistry together, and I was really wanting to see that play out in this rather dark comedy type of game. We have Alreg, who for once is actually going to be a player and not just an SPC. I really wanted to give him a chance to be more present in a series, aside from his role as Becker in Chilled. I wanted to see what he could do in the role of the main cast. And finally, we have a new, well, not a new player, but new to Hallowed Haven Studios. We have Adariel, who has been with Hallowed Haven Studios for a while yet, but hasn't joined in any of the projects, and has such intense knowledge of Fallout. He actually played the first Fallout games back when they first came out. So it's going to be fun to see someone who's so invested in the universe as a whole and the series as a whole to be able to come in and just do whatever he wants and enjoy the story however he likes with his own created character.
Sounds very fun. Very much. I'm kind of jealous. So obviously no spoilers, but like, what is the thing that you are most excited about for this campaign?
Oh, that's a tough one. I think what I'm actually most excited about the final confrontation, because not only is it going to be a really big fight and interesting, not just straight up just shoot the person in front of you. It's going to have a little more of a puzzle along with the actual combat to it. And I'm just very excited to see that play out. And I'm excited to also tease what could be something that happens down the line in the same universe.
Well, if we're talking about future plans, when should we start expecting to watch the campaign? And is there anything in particular you kind of hope to get from the audience when you're running?
You can expect to begin watching the campaign around at August 11th. Standard time, going to be playing from about 8 p.m. Eastern to about 11 p.m. Eastern. And we are going to, and what I would love to see from the audience is, well, of course, we always have to have memes, because those are always fun to see what the audience comes up with for what random shenanigans happen during the sessions. But I also would love to see questions, ideas for what's going to happen. I'd love to see the audience working through what things could mean, not just the players trying to work through it as it's happening. I love seeing theories play out as well.
Hard same.
Very nice. How does it feel to be an ST on on that side of After Dawn now that we're interviewing you?
It's weird. It's very weird to be the one getting questions asked of me, not just because I've been with After Dawn for so long, but because I'm usually the one asking questions, because I actually went to school for journalism. So being the one being interviewed is very, very odd. But it's very exciting. I look forward to showing what I can do with the story and maybe getting interviewed again later down the line.
Awesome. Well, I'm certainly looking forward to it. And I'm sure everybody else who is listening to this is too. But that's enough of us hyping up the campaign. We hope all of you are as excited to watch the show as we are. Thanks for watching. And as usual, you can join us as we have a cup of coffee with the cast and the crew of Hallowed Haven Studios each week. These episodes are dropped on Thursdays at noon. For all of our Patreons at the $5 tier. They're released to the public a month after that. So if you want to be able to get in and watch things in real time, you have to subscribe. Please think about subscribing there so that you can keep up with our Hallowed Haven Studios news, and follow us on YouTube. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.